Good morning to one and all. Today we will discuss about the standard deviation in group data. For example, if the standard deviation, in order to find out the standard deviation when they are asked in the group data, so what are the methods, what are the formulas are there, and how we can do the standard deviation. Then we can come to know that. So before going to in-depth analysis, just we need to go for what is mean by standard deviation and what is the formula and who was introduced by the standard deviation. Then we will come to know that. See here the standard deviation. The standard deviation is the most important tool in research. For example, if you take into account in the research field, so most of the people, most of the scholars, they have used the standard deviation. So in order to measure that how much are deviating from their sample mean from their total population or information. So it is the most important tool in research and popular one. It is one of standard deviation is one of the popular one in measures of dispersion. For example, if you take into account in the measures of dispersion, if you take into account the range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, and variance. So among these, the standard deviation is a very popular one in the measures of dispersion. And the standard deviation introduced by Karl Pearson in 1893. So the standard deviation, it was introduced by Karl Pearson in 1893. What is the mean by standard deviation? Then see, the standard deviation is a square root of variance. Only. For example, here whatever we can get variance, so what the variance should be square root. Then only we will get standard deviation. Simple that the standard deviation is a square root of variance. Square root of variance. For example, if you get some value of variance, if you square root, then you will get it some value that is called standard deviation. And the standard deviation denoted by sigma. So here, most of the times in research, most of the scholars, they will use standard deviation with a sigma, only with a sigma. The symbol is sigma. It indicates by the standard deviation. But when it comes to that in depth, when you use sample data, so you need to put S only. That is called sample standard deviation denoted by S. But when you come to the research field, in particularly when you use the population data, you need to put sigma. When you use small sample, or we can say sample, you can use S. It means that there is a standard deviation. Most of the time they will use only sigma. Then we will come to know that what is the standard deviation, how we can calculate it. See, this is a formula for group data. See, there is some difference between that group data and ungroup data. The formula of standard deviation. See, sigma here this symbol is sigma is equal square root of summation f into x minus x bar whole square divided by sum of f. So what is sigma here? Standard deviation is equal under root of summation of f, nothing but sum of f value into x minus x bar whole square value. See here, after find out that x average value, so we need to do x minus x bar. Then only we will do x minus x bar whole square. Then after that, we need to multiply with f. Whatever we got the value, that is f into x minus x bar whole square. After calculating that f into x minus x bar whole square, then we need to add all the values. That is called sum of, nothing but total of. Divide by here summation of f. Here nothing but sum of f value. That is the sum of frequency. Nothing but total number of frequency. Sometimes you can put n also. Doesn't matter that n is nothing but total number of observations. Here sum of f is nothing also sum of frequencies, nothing but total number of observations. See, sometimes in some exams, if you take into account in the from the economics field, commerce and management field, they will ask such kind of questions that is find out standard deviation for the following data. See here they will give the marks out 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10 marks. For example, if you take the maximum mark is 10, if they will conduct some exam. So how many scores by the students? For example, see this is f is in the frequency 3. 3 is nothing but number of students. Here the 3 students who got marks 0 to 2 marks. Remain 10, the 10 students, they got 2 to 4 marks. And 2 members, they got 4 to 6 marks. And 1 candidate, he got 6 to 7, 8 marks. And 4 candidates, they got 8 to 10 marks. This is the question they have given in order to find out the standard deviation. So before going to this standard deviation, we need to remember that what is the formula of standard deviation. You need to remember when the data in the group data, we can say simple, we can say that descriptive, or we can say that in the continuous series. See, this seems a continuous series. So here, what is the formula of group data? Sigma is equal to under root of, you can write it, sigma is equal under root of summation f x minus x bar whole square divided by summation of f. See, next one, see in the next slide I have written here. This is the formula. So summation, sigma under root of summation f into x minus x bar whole square by summation of f. So here we know frequency here, f is frequency. So x is nothing but here there is no x, but here marks are the x. Okay. So in order to get marks 0 to 2, we can't get the marks, exact marks. So in order to get the exact mark, we need to do the mid value. That is called m. So how we can calculate the mid value? Mid value is equal to lower value and plus upper value divided by 2. 0 plus 2 by 2. 2 by 2, 1. The mid value is 1. Then 2 plus 4, 6. 6 by 2, 3. 4 plus 6, 10. 10 by 2, 5.
3.
Sorry, yeah. 5. 6 plus 8, 14. 14 by 2, 7. Then 8 plus 10, 18. 18 by 2, 9. This is the mid value we calculated. Then only here, then x is, we got it, that's the m here. Okay. Here, what is x bar? Average value. Average of x. So generally x bar is nothing but what we are taking the summation of x by n. But here we have the class interval data, continuous series data. So when the data is continuous series, in order to calculate the average, we can go with this formula. In order to get here x bar, you can read it as a x bar here. I am not able to mention here bar. X bar is equal summation of fm divided by summation of f. What is summation of fm? F into m. First we need to do the f into m. So what is f here? What is m? Then we need to multiply it. F into m. F 3 into 1, 3. 10 into 3, 30. 2 into 5, 10. 1 into 7, 7. 4 into 9, 36. Then we need to add all the value. That is called total value. That is called summation of fm or sum of fm value. The sum of fm value is 86. Then divide by sum of f. What is the total frequency? 20. When you add this 3, 10, 2, 1, 4. So you will get 20. Then x bar is equal to sum of fm divided by sigma, summation f. 86 total by total frequency, nothing but 86 by 20. We got 4.6. 4.6. This is the average value. We got only average. Then after calculating that x bar, hello, are you there? I can please unmute.
Sir.
Some disturbance is coming. Please unmute.
Sir. Hello?
Hello? Yeah.
Sir,
Hello. Sai Kiran, please unmute.
yes, sir, it's audible. Sir, you are audible, sir.
Yeah. See, then after getting the average, what we have to do? We need to find out x minus x bar. X minus x bar. See here, why I put it m is nothing but here we need to take m value. X is nothing but m value, mid value. So x minus x bar we need to find out. X minus x bar. That is I have written m minus x bar. This is called x. There is the m value. X bar is nothing but average value. So here 1 minus 4.3. 1 minus 4.3 is how much? 3.3. There is a minus 3.3. Then 3 minus 4.3 minus 1.3. Then 5 minus 4.3 plus 0.7. 7 minus 4.3 plus 2.7. 9 minus 4.3, 4.7. So after calculating that x minus x bar, what we have to do here, x minus x bar whole square. Then here m minus x bar whole square. This is called say m minus x bar square. SQ is nothing but here square. So here minus 3.3 into 3.3 minus 3.3 into minus 3.3. How much? 10.8. Nothing but minus into minus plus. Okay. 3.3 into 3.3, 10.89. Then minus 1.3 into minus 1.3, minus into minus plus 1.3 into 1.3, 1.69. Then 0.7 into 0.7, 0.49, 0.49. Plus 2.7 into 2.7, 7.29, 7.29. 4.7 into 4.7, 22.09. Then after squaring m minus x bar square, what we have to do here? We need to multiply f with f. Then here f into here star is nothing but into f into m minus x bar square. So here this value we should multiply with the f value. F value, see here, f value is 3 into 10.89. When you multiply 3.10.89, so 3 into 10.89, you will get 32.67. Then 10 into 1.69, 16.9. Then 2 into 0.49, you got 0.98. So here 1 into 7.29, that's 7.29. Then 4 into 4. Sorry, yeah, 4 into this one 22.09. Then you are going to get 88.36. So when you add these 5 or 6 values, 5 observations, that is called sum of or summation f into x minus or m minus, sorry kada, m x minus m ravali, x minus m or m minus x bar square. Here 2 is nothing but square value is equal. When you add these values, you are going to get 146.2. 146.2. That is the sum of this one. Sum of x minus x bar whole square. So when you enter the in the notes, you have to be clear. That is called, you can write x bar. X minus x bar. So here x minus x bar square. You can put it square రాసిన తర్వాత దానికి స్క్వేర్ రూపంలో సింబల్ వేసుకోండి 2. Okay, so when you do it, 6.2 divided by sum of f is equal to how much? 20. So when you cancel it, 146.2 by 20, you are going to get under root, standard deviation under root of 7.31. 7.31. So when you cancel the root value, you will get 2.70. When you cancel the root value, you will get 2.70. So this is about standard deviation in the group data. Is it clear? Dear Somnath and who are there?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Durga Prasad?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then we will go to the another example. See. Sometimes they will ask the question this like this. See, which company has maintained the minimum variance? Minimum variance. So here, as we discussed about that, variance and standard deviation. See, simple here, variance formula is summation x minus x bar whole square by n number of observers. That is called variance. So when you square root it, that comes to the standard deviation. So there is a little bit difference between standard deviation and variance. Okay. So variance in the variance we cannot put that what is called the square root. The standard deviation we need to put square root of the sigma summation f into x minus x bar whole square divided by summation of f or n, we can say. See, for example, say which company has maintained the minimum variance. For example, here in general research field, see, so when the data is given somebody, so you want to examine that. So which company has maintained the minimum variance in the companies? Or sometimes if you take into account, if you are the chief selector for the batsmen or cricketers, so they will give the data of that sportsmen. So who has maintained the minimum variance? So on the base of data only they will calculate the variance, and those variance is very less. They are the good. Nothing but they are the efficient. So meanwhile, if you take it up in the banks and other areas of financial economics, so most of the time they will use this kind of variance also. They can check frequently that whether we are following a minimum variance, nothing but whether we are getting minimum variance or more variance or high variance. Simple, they want to see. Okay. That is the thing that yeah. So please take this note. That is the profits. X company, Y company. Are you taking the notes? Then we will come to know that how we can calculate the standard deviation, how we can calculate the minimum variance also. See, so when you observe when you calculate the standard deviation only, we can conclude that which company has maintained the variance. See, in this part, the profits, the data like this, whatever they are given, there is the X company and Y company. So among them, between the two, which company is best, we need to select, and which we need to give the answer also. So they are given profits X company and Y company. For example, before doing this, see, on the base of this data, we will conclude that on the base of total. For example, sometimes we will check the total, which company's total profits are higher than others. We can say that that company is good. But when it comes to this, see, when you add this all the values, when you add this all the values, you are going to get the same value. See here, 3 plus 10, 13, 13 plus 2, 15, 15 plus 1, 16, 16 plus 4, 20. In X company, that's 20 times. So for example, Y company, 3, 4, 3, 5, 5. See, 5, 5, 10, 17, and 20. So when you add the total number of observations, nothing but number of times, it says that both are good. But in the question they ask that which company is good. Slide. See here the mid value is nothing but 0.02, 0 plus 2 by 2, 2 by 2, nothing but 1, 2 plus 4, 6, 6 by 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. See, after getting that mid value, as we noted that, as we discussed also, see the standard deviation, and see here the variance formula is the standard deviation formula is under root of summation x minus x bar whole square by n. But whereas variance, there is no root. For example, that is called summation x minus x bar whole square by n. In that case, they will use. For example, if you want to use for your own method, doesn't matter. But as per your requirement only, you can go. So which formula you can? Sometimes they may be used for that m minus x bar also, or sometimes they will use x minus mu also. Okay. So there is x bar is nothing but sample average, or mu is nothing but population average. Then say after calculating the mid value, you can simply go to the x minus x bar. So average, for example, if you calculate average of this X company, Y company, the average is same. 20 by 5. How much you are going to get? 4 only. 20 by 5. 4. Here only we are 4 here. Same. We cannot say that on the basis of the average which company is best. So after average, what we have to do? We have to know that which company has maintained the variance. Then let's check the variance. See here, x minus x bar, and our x value is 3, x average value is 4. 3 minus 4 minus 1, 10 minus 4, 6, 2 minus 4 minus 2, 1 minus 4, 3, 4 minus 4, 0. Sorry here. 0. Then after calculating that x minus x bar, so simple we can do x minus x bar whole square, x minus x bar whole square. See here x bar is x minus x bar is equal to minus 1. Here then we can square it. Minus 1 to minus 1 plus 1. 6 to 6 36. 2 to 2 4. 3 to 3 9. 0 into 0 0. When you add these values, you are going to get 50. Similarly, we can find out y minus y bar. Y minus y bar. So here y company and y bar. 3 minus 4, 3, 3 minus 4, minus 4, 4 minus 4, 0, 3 minus 4, minus 1, 5 minus 9, sorry, 5 minus 4, sorry, 3, yeah, 3 minus 4, 1, 4 minus 4, 0, 3 minus 4, minus 1, 5 minus 4, plus 1, 5 minus 1, so 5 minus 4, 1. So here after calculating the y minus y bar, we need to square it. Minus 1 to minus 1 plus 1, 0 to 0, 0, 1 into 1, 1 plus 1. So 0, 1 into 1, 1, 1 to 1, 1. So after adding this y minus y bar square, we will get 4, total value is 4. Here x minus x bar total value is 50. So simple we can substitute in the equation. So here standard deviation of A, this one, x minus x bar. What is the summation of x minus x bar here? Yes, please. How much we got it? Summation of x minus x bar whole square. This one.
50, sir.
50. Then divide by n. Number of observation. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 50 by 5 is equal to 10. So when you cancel that under root, you are going to get, there is a standard deviation of x 3.16. 3.16. 3.16. Then whereas standard deviation for y company, the standard deviation of y is equal, see, under root summation of y minus y bar whole square divided by n. Summation of y minus y bar whole square is how much? 4. 4 divided by n. Number of observation is 5. 4 divided by 5. Then when you cancel the under root, sorry, when you cancel that 4 by 5, you are going to get 0.8. So this is the standard deviation of y, 0.89. This is the standard deviation of x. So generally, when you are learning about the standard deviation, the important thing is you need to understand here when we are getting standard deviation value is high, it will be the variations in the distribution is high. Simple, where the standard deviation value is getting more, there is some variability. There is some variance. There is some variance. There is some variance. So here the important note is that higher the standard deviation value, higher will be the variation in the distribution. Nothing but when you get higher standard deviation, probably you are going to get higher variation. And vice versa. For example, if you get standard deviation value is very less, the variance is very less. For example, see best example for here only. Here the standard deviation is 50. There is the high value. So that the standard the standard deviation higher the standard deviation value, higher will be the variation. See when the standard deviation is high, the variation is also very high. So here in the standard deviation of value is very less. Here that the variance is very less, 0.89%. In percentage term only we can say that 0.89 is 0.89%. Here 3.16%. Is it clear or shall I explain one more time? Hello?
It's clear, sir. It's clear, sir.
Okay, thank you. Tomorrow we'll take the class on another unit on the topic. So if you like this video, please share, subscribe to get more updates. Thank you very much.